The hell? Come on. We almost had a good ending.
For once.
But not. Hey everyone, my name is Kris.
Why would it be different? Hi, my name is Guillaume. Welcome to Thomann's Guitars and Basses and to today's live stream in which I'm gonna play my guitar and Kris is gonna try various types of Tellys to see if maybe it's a guitar for him. Tellys and in various shapes and forms,
Style.
inspired pieces of music equipment. Hi everyone, we've got Paul Dugdale in the house, Quicksilver, Stephen, Andre, Steve Cassidy, Gecko, and more Quicksilver. Hi everyone.
Hey everyone.
Hope you guys all good, having a beautiful day from wet Atlantis. Steve, don't worry, here as well.
It's the same. Yeah.
It's not.
We had one
great.
proper summer day, maybe 1.5, and now it's just wet.
Yeah, we
cold.
had a good, I'd say almost a full summer week last week, and then Saturday was unbearable, and then Sunday it started raining, and then today it kept on raining, and tomorrow it'll keep raining apparently.
Yeah.
We've got Tony from Glasgow, Frank from hi Frank. He did not
From
say
hi.
where. I don't know. I read
Good
the same
place.
sentence
It's a
twice.
good place. It's where people are friendly and say hi to each other, I guess.
Hi Phil, hi Tom. Yeah, hope you guys are all doing great today. Today we're trying out the NF53. The not so brand new PRS, not shape, the shape was around before. Like this is I don't know. This is definitely.
I think this is the closest they got to a T.
Exactly,
Ever?
exactly.
Came out together with the Miles Kennedy signature guitar, which is very similar, different color and actually different pickups and a different sound. That sounds more humbucker-esque, and this is closer to a single coil sound. But still, these are a narrow field NF, hence the name.
Exactly.
Pickups. We'll check out everything. It's ash body, maple neck. It's the closest thing to a 53 guitar.
Big all neck.
Yeah,
big
awesome.
all neck.
Love it. I love it.
But it's our first time with it. We've seen it around. We haven't played it yet. Outside of now. So we're gonna keep doing that. We're gonna compare it to other iterations of guitar-shaped musical instruments to see if it's a Les Paul on a diet or a Telly on steroids or anything in between those two ends of a very arbitrary spectrum.
I'm very looking forward to it. It's not like a which is best kind of situation, because obviously every guitar is different a little bit or a lot and will speak to certain people more than another guitar. So this is much more of, where does it sit in the family of T-shaped objects, I guess.
Yes.
I'm loving the neck. That's like the first impression already.
Oh, Quicksilver cats were sick over the weekend.
Oh no.
It was too warm. I'm sorry. I hope they're doing better. But we've got Lower Saxony represented, Madison, Wisconsin, I'm guessing? Madison? Madison. Maybe it's just a city name. I'm going to assume Wisconsin until it's not. I seem to remember that, was it you, Paul, that started the chat saying that was your latest want? We're doing that live stream for you, Paul. You've earned it. You've been here since the beginning. We're gonna put it to the test, see how it feels, how it sits. First playing impression, maybe Kris.
The first maybe impression is okay. It's first of all, it's a very light guitar. I'm not sure if it's swamp ash or ash, whichever it is. We can
pull
check
up the spec sheet so that we're about as specific as humanly possible.
Thank you very much. This is definitely ash, a sort of ash. Very light guitar. We can weigh it, but every guitar is going to be a little different, so it's not really helpful. It's just a ballpark kind of thing.
That's true.
I would say this is a 3 kilograms kind of guitar, which is very nice and light. It's not ridiculous, but it's a very, very comfortable guitar weight. The balance is awesome. I love the neck. It's a big neck. It's almost as thick as the neck on my guitar, which the shape is a little different. It is.
How this feels more rounded somehow, like less
Is it wider, or is it just the neck shape on the back that makes this
No,
feel
maybe
thinner?
that's a little wider. It's a good question.
This feels more like a C, and that's like a very full C, closer to a C/D kind of thing, because it's such a round thing. But it's close. It's like an early 50s kind of neck. I love that. It's a satin finish, but it reminds me of this thing, Silver Sky finish.
Yeah,
for
very
sure.
similar.
I'm pretty sure it's nitro.
Yeah.
It's a little bit on the sticky side, but it's I don't.
You know, that'll
I
grow
couldn't
with
complain.
yeah.
I think for you it's a little sticky. For me,
Yeah, it's a little too sticky for me, but it's not something that's problematic for very long.
it's a subjective thing again, and also
sure.
such a thin finish will wear off, or
Yeah.
gonna get like super silky smooth from like your skin and everything after you played it.
Silky smooth.
Silky smooth.
It is swamp ash. It's
Oh, nice,
not just
yeah.
ash. Swamp ash.
Makes sense.
And the neck shape is called Pattern 53.
Yeah.
And they advertised a 22 millimeter thickness at the first fret and 25 mil at the 12.
Yeah, as told.
So,
It's on the
yeah.
on the thicker side.
Not
for sure.
with 41.7. That's more than usual, right?
Oh man, I'm terrible at memorizing.
I think it's a little
not width.
wider.
But it feels nice and big. If you like that kind of neck of like old 50s instruments,
Yeah.
this is gonna be right up your alley. Okay,
Let me open a player series like a regular old. Oh.
no, it's 42, isn't it?
Oh my
Then
God! This
that
is
way.
narrower.
Yeah, maybe not narrower than that. I went for like vintage spec.
42.7 mil. Yeah.
I think mine
I
is
don't know.
like
For
the-
some reason, I think it's because of the neck thickness. It
Yeah.
feels wide, but
Yeah.
it's
It's normal. It's
Maybe-
it's a perception thing.
maybe
I
it's
guess.
my hands. It's my hands.
Okay, enough blabbering. How about playing some clean tones?
Already enough blabbering. I was in a lot.
Not
By
you,
our
me.
standards.
I'm just talking about myself. Yeah. Reverb.
All of it.
What do you guys want to hear? Which pickup position? All of them.
Just go. Just do the thing.
Okay.
Do the
Okay.
playing.
I
For
can
now,
do
we
that.
don't have any specific wishes, but I'll let you know as we go.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Trying to keep up.
My pinky said nope.
It's all right.
Nope.
It's all
Don't
right.
want to do it.
It's Monday.
Don't want to go there.
It's Monday for the pinky as well. People were asking for both neck and bridge, to be honest. So
Gotta check it
thank
out.
you for the full extent of that demonstration. We'll put it through some gain, but like I think it sounds at least okay. Again, first impression. I think it is closer to a T style with punchy, full-sounding single coil than it is to
Like a humbucker guitar.
LP style instrument.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't know. I
No,
didn't know
totally.
where
it's
to like kind of picture it because I've seen like some. I think I've played the narrow fields before.
They have a couple of these, like different versions of this.
of
Like
the
for example, the
narrow field,
Pulse guitar
yeah.
has like kind
Yeah.
of narrow field
Yeah,
humbuckers.
yeah.
They look different, they're wired differently, so they will sound different.
Yeah.
But it's like the same kind of idea of like putting two coils fairly
Very close
close to have
together,
a
yeah.
lot of harmonic content
I
happening.
do love the sound of those pickups,
Yeah.
but this is definitely like clearly voiced to be more reminiscent of
Yeah.
a T than anything else.
To be honest, this is like a mellower, sweeter version of a Telecaster tone.
Yeah.
It does have some sparkle that is like a single coil kind of thing, and
Yeah.
I'll play my guitar as well through the same amp to
My
show
guitar, you
like
mean? Oh.
his guitar
Yeah,
through
thank
the Victory to show you what the differences are. But it's like a rounded off, more pleasant and definitely overdrive friendly version of a T style tone or Telecaster tone.
Yeah.
I love that. First impression is yes, please. Love
Stupid guitar. Hi.
it. Wait, that's the username or that's the
It's
comment?
the username, yeah.
Cool.
It's the next sticky a little bit, but also it's just brand new, so it's not like, it's a very thin finish. If it's the same that's being used on the Silver Sky,
I'm pretty
at
sure,
least. You're asking about the info on the nature of the finish, if it's poly or nitro. To my knowledge, PRS does a mix of nitro. It's a different nitro.
Yeah, I think it's a different nitro, but they went like
Yeah.
slowly transitioned to fully
full-
nitro
yeah.
finishes. But I think that's a different kind of nitro. Something that's a bit more sturdy.
It's
feels
not
different
the
too.
it's not the vintage
Smells different
nitro.
too.
I think they refined the recipe to be able to make it more readily available and probably easier to apply and cure than actual vintage nitro. But as far as we know, PRS fully transitioned to that during the Silver Sky sort of period.
There might be exceptions, some models that for whichever reason are different, but that's the core model range.
Yeah,
That's their top of the line US Maryland made models, not the SEs, obviously. Those cannot be finished nitro because of regulations in Asia.
In fairness, that does feel like a flash coat nitro, like
and it's
more than
so thin, man. I can see through it. I can see the grain, even though it's perfectly like smooth to perfection. Obviously, as a PRS, you can actually see the tiny grains of maple.
Yeah,
it's so thin. This is gonna wear off if you play a guitar like this extensively. You have a few years, and then it's just gonna be your hand and the wood of the neck.
Steve,
good stuff. Love that.
Steve's asking if it's suitable for Taylor Swift song. Yeah.
Always.
Absolutely.
Always. If
Wait,
they pay
my
you enough to
username
cover
always makes people double take. Yeah, I guess so. But like, do your friends like call you stupid or guitar then? Because like, if stupid guitar your full legal first name, should we go for the whole thing every time? Or do you have like a
Mr. Guitar?
SG for friends and family.
It's pretty much like Poo Ninja.
Yeah, exactly.
Favorite dude ever. Is it Mr. Poo or is it Mr. Ninja? We're not sure.
Going home and talk about the live streams. Like we had Poo and Stupid in the chat. It was really fun. Today was a good day.
Yeah, needs more explanation. Alrighty.
Hey, Steve, you were asking earlier what we had in house to compare. We'll have to compare / benchmark maybe. Kris's Telly, because that's the Telly sound. That's the guitar that Leo had in mind when he made the first one.
Leo nailed it the first time.
With Kris's
Quote,
guitar.
I'm quoting YouTube.
We've got the Larry Carlton T7, we got the Harley Benton T62. So if you guys want us to compare it, you know, we can do that. Let us know if you're interested in any of it. Robot Shlomo, can you fatten up the sound and make it like not necessarily more distorted but heavier? You have like a boost thing or like a low gain drive that would do that?
Yeah, totally. Like, it will not stay clean, obviously. You need like an EQ pedal to boost frequencies without any clipping. But I do have a number of drives here. I can try the Tone City King of Blues, which is a really cool, inexpensive pedal. I use the left side of it, and I have gain halfway up, which is, since it's a low gain drive, it's not a lot of gain, and that definitely makes everything sound sweet and mid-rangey, so it beefens up stuff. Then I can turn on the Kraken, which is a mean overdrive. Oh my God, I love it. So this is first nothing, then the King of Blues, and then the Kraken. That is the Kraken.
That's the King of Blues. Are you sure?
King of no. Too much reverb, but hey.
No such thing.
And this is exactly what I was expecting, because the pickups are not as presence heavy as like actual singing coils. It loves drive pedals.
Yeah.
It does have like it becomes much more humbucker-esque with drive than when you play clean.
Yeah,
which is
you retain
really
that,
cool
that
actually.
higher mid-range, that not the chewy, but the front teeth chewy, not the back teeth. I don't know how to describe it. Yeah.
What?
Someone was like, "Hey, is this actually live?" Yeah, it is. Ethan, it is. Amanda is here. Hi, Amanda.
Hey, Amanda. I love that, dude. It's really cool. And the gain is almost off. I think.
Yeah.
Is it? No, it's halfway actually on the Kraken.
Oh, that was the volume on the left.
Yeah, that's the gain. Yeah, it's halfway.
There's a
12
massive volume boost compared to Unity, isn't there?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's really loud.
Yeah.
I think you can use that as a preamp almost, like go into the FX loop as well. Trying to figure out.
People are asking about a SC version. Oh, the NF3, but that's
very different.
ST shape, right?
That is a very different thing.
Yeah. SC NF3. Yeah, that's.
The SENF3 is more of an S story.
Yeah,
and
but
this
it's
is
got
much
the
more
same
of a T story.
DD narrow field. No, DDS.
Yeah, it's voiced
field.
differently. It's the same idea of having narrow field humbuckers instead of single coils, but it's probably voiced differently to have a bit more of a scooped sound and much more Strat-like compared to this, which has more mid-range, obviously because Tellys also have more mid-range, and this goes in that direction even though it does not want to copy a Telly, which is much appreciated because a Telly is good enough of a Telly already. How about offering something that is close enough to feel comfortable but does not want to be one, wants to be better in its own thing, and that's what to me the NF3 the NF53 is.
I concur.
It's annoying, right? NF3, NF53,
yeah, right? That's a little confusing.
I get it why you got confused. I was confused now too.
Confusing.
Yeah.
Happy Canada Day, Amanda.
Oh.
It'd be today.
Is it today?
Yeah.
Whoa!
And sunny with a high of 27. That is the best weather report you've ever written in that chat, isn't it?
Let's mark it, maybe print it out, put it on the wall.
Yeah. Today was a good day. Is a good day. I guess it's still pretty early for you. How do the PRS NF compare to noiseless single coils, for example?
That's something we do not have here.
Yeah, we don't have any noiseless here because generally speaking, we're not the biggest fan, and I think we can both say we subscribe to, if you use good components, good cables, good pedals, a solid amp like we're lucky enough to have today, single coils noise is never really an issue for us.
Let's actually show that.
But yeah, let's A/B some stuff with background noise.
Let's just do background noise check. This is I'll play it for a sec that you hear that it's actually a loud overdriven sound. This is the Cornerstone Antique. Do we hear any noise? That's just basic electric noise that comes out of the amp.
Yep. Grazie mille.
And bridge pickup. There you go. That is the 60 cycle hum, or in Europe, I guess it's the 50 cycle hum because we have a different frequency. But I don't mind that, honestly. And as soon as you start playing, that is not an issue.
No. Yeah.
Wait, let's go back. It is quieter. Obviously, it's a humbucker, but we don't really mind a little bit of noise because rock and roll and stuff, I don't know. But of course, that don't only depend on what your rig is. It's a very important factor, but also how clean the power is wherever you play.
Yeah,
because I know that for a fact that in Europe and Western Europe, most of the buildings are sort of actually built by professionals and got checked, and whatever power is kind of clean usually, unless you live really close to, I don't know, train station or whatever, like weird stuff. I know that in different parts of the world, this might not be as sort of standard.
Yeah.
You might have power issues, and then, of course, a single coil will cause much bigger problems. But we got lucky, I guess, where we usually play, whether at home, here, at gigs, wherever we play. It's like I never ever. Once I had an issue, but that was like a crazy little pub next to the rails.
Yeah, mine was
literally next to the rails.
Mine was the train station.
And
too,
the other dude with
yeah.
a double humbucker guitar had the same issue. It was like unbearable. That doesn't really count.
Yeah.
And other than that, it was like, I don't know why people have such issues, but it depends on your situation.
Amanda's birthday is this Friday.
Whoa!
From now on in this chat, Canada Day will just be known as Pre-Amanda Day.
Warm up for Amanda's party.
Yeah,
That's all you get, because you don't do that before the day comes, so imagine the rest.
In Germany, that's like cursed. You're not allowed to like even mention it.
Yeah.
Syncops. If I touch any metal while my amp is on, it starts humming like crazy.
Wow. Okay, yeah. That's the kind of power situation that does not help us guitar players.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
There's always the middle position otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Hum cancelling. Done.
And also, the best noise gate is what I got used to back in my metal days, where I use humbuckers, but I use way too much gain. So as soon as I don't play, I turn off the volume. It's like, it's second nature. It's like breathing. You don't breathe. Think about it, just do it. It's the same thing. And still do it because of single coils, and it was never really an issue, that's why.
Yeah. Ethan was like, hey, you're the fellas who convinced me to adjust my pickup heights and pole pieces instead of changing them. Most likely, yeah, he does that a lot.
Awesome. So cool, man.
Yeah. Now that's a bitey Telly sound. Were you referring to the Telly sound or the NF53? Because timing-wise, it could be both.
Yeah. By the way, let's set things clear a little bit. I'll play a few chords clean with this, and then swap to that guitar to show you like what actually the difference is.
I'm not going to play much today because I have blisters on all 3 fingers here.
Excuses.
It's really not fun.
I will force him. Don't worry.
I did like a bend and a half in the intro jam, and that was too many. So.
All right. I won't play flashy whatever. Don't even try to, I don't know, look like I know what I'm doing. But I will play 2-3 chords maybe, and then swap guitars. Neck pickup. Bridge. Dude, you're good.
I am so fast.
Interesting. The bridge is closer to Telly tone. The neck pickup is very different, which is as told. I really like it, that it doesn't want to sound like a...
For sure.
Like a T.
Yeah, someone was saying earlier, like it is a guitar that's really trying to do its own thing.
Yeah. It's something that feels very, very familiar if you're used to playing Tellys, but it is still like different enough for me to be able to say like, okay, I can totally see that guitar being used instead of that guitar for this and that reasons. I don't know. For example, whenever I grab a slide ring, I don't usually film myself doing that because I suck. But I almost never play the Telly because it's just a little too scooped, even though we all know that Tellys are definitely not scooped, but you can take a ton of mid-range in your rig whenever you play slide because it just makes it sing in a different way. It's just so cool. So I could totally see this guitar being much more suited for example, slide playing than a Telly. That being said, I know how many awesome slide players play Tellys. I'm not saying it's not good. It's just that I want like a P90 or a humbucker or something with more warmth and mids whenever I grab a slide ring. And this definitely has that kind of lower mid-range peak compared to those singles.
Yeah. Mike, by the way, hi Mike. Is that the one that Paul gave to Dylan Adams for becoming a PRS signature? Like,
yes.
Yeah, it is the
actually,
one that he gave to Dylan.
Actually, I think the same finish as well.
Yeah, it's a dog hair, white dog hair finish.
Yeah. In case you're on Instagram, do check.
And YouTube. He's
on YouTube too.
He's getting there on YouTube.
True.
Yeah.
Dylan Adams. Dude, what an incredible player. Slide, but not just slide. Oh my gosh, young dude, Cappy.
Fellow Florida man. Isn't Mike, you're from Florida as well, right? Am I mistaken?
Can Mike be? Yeah. Florida, and Dylan as well.
Fellow Floridian.
What an incredible player. Jesus Christ.
Phenomenal guy.
He plays one of these babies and he sounds amazing with it. And I think it's the same thing what he mentioned. Like whenever he plays the slide, this just gives that mid push that's just very desirable. Yeah. So yeah.
I feel like Snife has a good question. How do you know when you're going live? The YouTube app doesn't tell me and social media does not either. Is there a Stundenplan or something? I love that for like Snife. Every other week on Monday at 4. Yeah. Keep that as a rule of thumb. Sometimes there's exception and then you can go on the channel page to see if... but it's weird because you should be getting notifications.
I also don't get it. I'm also subscribed to the Thomann channel.
Did you ring the bell?
Yeah, of course I did. And I didn't get the thingy. Also 2 weeks ago, I didn't see like the coming up little thumbnail.
Yeah.
It didn't come. So we might have to talk to YouTube a little bit.
Every other Monday at 4 p.m. CET.
Yeah, like Central European time. Yeah.
So like 32 minutes ago. Your time.
True, that's a good way of putting it, yeah.
Give or take. But yeah. Okay.
I wanna try some higher gain stuff with these. Like for example the Kraken, or if you wanna play those awesome stuff, then please do so. Please do so.
I'm just gonna
like some
not bend.
Good.
And just like it's mostly this one that hurts because that one's open.
Well, your
the
power chords are good to go.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just gonna. Okay.
What's it gonna be? Let us know
I'm gonna be just starting on the bridge and then going to the neck. I have the Kaluna, the Valbo drive, tube drive, boosting most likely into the 74 Deluxe by LPD. Lawrence Petrol's design, because that was a pretty good sound earlier. We used that in another video and I was fairly happy.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So, yeah. So, do I even need...
It's really good, but it's not enough high gain.
Yeah.
Bridge. All good, all good.
Thank you.
I'm here.
Mama.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Like if you increase the amount of gain, those pickups just make more and more sense, obviously. Now, of course, here's the tone knob, and if you do that much gain, I would immediately go like, down to like 70%.
Yeah.
Just to get rid of that sizzliness. And then you're good, but it's still not like the creamiest kind of tone. It's a really cool rock tone.
Yeah.
But that gets closer to like a sweet, sort of perfect gain tone.
It's right, like really
closer
right
to humbuckers
in between,
actually, because obviously these are humbuckers and they react in an unexpected manner to gain.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It sounds like a Dave Murray Strat. Yeah. Like putting humbuckers in a Strat. Like it is a hybrid. Like it's a take on a hybrid thing.
Yeah.
I can see where you're from with that. That sounds awesome. Wouldn't say it sounds like a Telly, but it sounds great. Yeah,
exactly.
I really think so too. Yeah. But it is a weird space, to make a guitar that's taking so much of that history and the T bridge and the neck shape and just the like general layout with only two controls and all that. Like, you borrow a lot of that, but at the same time trying to make it something different. I can understand how some people would be like, but what is it then?
Like, is it like an actual Telly?
Like,
well, no.
What is it? What are you trying to do? It's but it's very, very unique in that way. I like it.
And what's interesting about it, like since I have this guitar, I was struggling with getting another Telly, honestly, because unless it's very different, like with humbuckers or something, it's like I wouldn't touch it because this is my perfect Telly. It might be a different one for you, of course, but I love this so much, and I don't see myself wanting to play something that's very close, just has tiny differences.
Yeah.
That is so different that I could totally see myself being in love with the shape and the comfort and the neck and whatever. I can totally see myself playing that on a much more rock-focused show with a lot more gain, where I just want to, keep on the drive pedals or amp distortion on all the time. It's just, a little bit more tailored to drive V tones. This one, if we're playing clean or super low gain, this is still, my Telly tone. But it doesn't really want to compete. It just offers an alternative to something that we know and love.
Yeah.
Love it. Dude, I wasn't expecting me liking it that much. Especially honestly, because of it not being a copy of this.
Yeah. No, but it's very nice. It's also... It's also a lot different in the sense that it's a PRS, and it does retain a lot of the things you expect from PRS. Everything is nice and round and recessed. There is not a single corner of that guitar that's just left to chance. Even the pickguard, whether it's the shape of it, the material, the way it's cut. The choice of knobs. People were discussing like whether or not the guitar was pretty. That's obviously super subjective. Like the finish is, I'm not the biggest fan either. Like Swamp Ash, like see-through or open pore finishes. I'm always like that was, No. But this is
Don't listen to him, baby. Don't listen to him.
You know what I mean with open pore. You
know
what?
When someone exaggerates like the lines.
Yeah, Schecter, Chapman, they were all doing it like 10 years ago with like crazy colors in the pores and all. Like,
I think 20. Which NAMM show was it where every booth was full with the satin Swamp Ash thingies? 18 or 20? I think 18. Maybe. 2018.
Yeah.
I think that's where like every single brand had a version of like a.
And like I get it. I've never been a big fan of that either, but like it's still well done, and it's just an aesthetic choice after that, and then it's just personal
and also
preference.
There are obviously different finishes. There is a solid finish. I think black is also an option as a solid color, and the sunburst. I think it's a tobacco sunburst. That would be my thing. I love sunburst guitars, and it's not in a Fender kind of way. Sunburst. It's a PRS kind of finish. I love that. It's that's the one. It just looks perfect.
Yeah. No, it's
and
really
looks
nice.
even less like a traditional Telly, which is something again I really appreciate.
The black one looks sick too. No, it's just a really nice
good
guitar.
stuff.
It's really nice.
Totally.
Okay.
What's happening in the chat?
Shocked you didn't bring Miles Kennedy in there too, but that goes more towards gain sound. Yeah, obviously Mal's ambassador for the shape, at least, even if his model's different.
He loves a good Telly, and you can tell by his
yeah.
signature guitar that's, again, not a Telly, but does have a lot of those features that just make a lot of sense if you're used to this kind of guitar. Yeah, Miles, oh my God, what a dude.
Can we get a reminder of Kris's Telly model and specs?
Happy to do so.
You have to
yes.
You have to do so.
This is not swamp ash. It's just weight selected to be light, because ash can be super, super heavy. This is also like a what is the weight? I always forget, 3.2 or 3.3 kilograms. It's a very light guitar too. So ash, body, maple neck. It's a little flamey, but I didn't spec it, so it's just by accident really. And there are just little spots. The first 3 frets are actually flamey. You can see it from the side, but it disappears in certain lights. The pickups are hand-wound Blackguard, the no-casters, the 51 no-casters. And actually I think that the neck pickup is a little more on the stratty side compared to some other Telly neck pickups. And also I have the pickups fairly close to the strings, both, because they're really low output, and I wanted the guitar to be percussive and hit the amp in the butt whenever you like really slam the strings.
Yeah.
It's far enough so that you don't have this ghost note thing on the 12th fret,
like
but it's just on the edge.
Thingy,
like whenever that weird frequency wobble thingy disappears, that's where I left the pickup, and then I adjusted the bridge pickup to get as close as needed to be in balance. Normal 250K pots and 3-way selector. It's a 53 spec guitar, whatever that means, because you can still ask for whatever. You could still ask for, I guess, stainless steel frets even if you want to. Yeah. But these are nickel frets, 9.5-inch radius throughout the fretboard, a really thick neck. This is, I think, the large C spec, which is literally a large C neck. It's not as huge as the U.
There's only one that's bigger.
That is humongous.
Yeah,
that's
the Keith Urban and
whatever it's called. Why did I forget? It's like a no-caster view or whatever view, like the biggest neck you could imagine.
I think the one that's on the Richie Kotzen signature as well.
Exactly. Yeah, no, that's much bigger than this, but this is a nice and round, full neck. Standard sizes like width and everything. That's not a bone nut, whatever they use, not nylon, whatever the other thing, micarta, I think it's called. Standard tuners, I don't think I forgot anything. Yeah, that's about it. It's a really, it's as basic as it gets, except for not having a 7.25-inch radius, but a 9.5, which is something I kind of wanted because I like my bends up here, and I don't want to have the strings even higher. That's it. Yeah, and medium frets, like slim jumbo, slim tall, whatever it's called. Kind of modern frets, but not super wide.
Kris, Steve is saying, thank you, Mr. Kris. Awesome guitar. And
thank you, Mr. Steve.
Correct radius.
Correct radius. Yeah, actually, like the Silver Sky is a 7.25-inch radius neck. I adore that guitar, and I don't miss anything on it. So I don't know if
my Strat's compound from 7.25 to 9.5, and like to this
I think that's the best of both worlds.
To this day, I think it's still the best. Like like a compound radii. Quite difficult, and they're always like a little annoying if you get refrets like regular.
You need to go somewhere where they can do it.
But other than that, it's just.
For example, Thomann with the Plex service, which is like ridiculous. So, add over. By the way, I forgot one thing. One thing I was kind of annoyed by first. Can we zoom on this one?
No, she was napping.
Can you actually see it? I'm not sure with the reflections. Can you see it? Should I turn it in any direction? We're good. I got a thumbs up. My name is written in the black back plate or neck plate or whatever. I did not want this to happen. But someone, right, Andy, sitting in the control room? I think so. He was our colleague working in the custom guitar department at Thomann, and we went through the specs, what I want to have on the guitar. And he was like, you want your name engraved in the neck plate? I'm like, nah, that's so cheesy. Come on. He's like, I'm not, I won't write my name on the fretboard. And he was like, okay. And then the guitar arrived 9 months later, and I opened it and, looked at the bag and like, why? But I actually got used to it, and it's kind of nice whenever you're playing a show and you have it sitting somewhere, people at least know.
Now I'm a
whose
little
guitar.
offended that he didn't ask me if I wanted my
Yeah, well-
because he also spec'd my guitar, and he was the first to question the color choice.
I think he likes you more.
I'm not gonna.
He wanted to.
The guitar's already pink. I'm not gonna do that to the guy.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's cool. I like it.
All right, I obviously that guitar is a little bit of a cheat. It's also more expensive.
Yeah, but yeah, it's true though. Yeah, this.
I mean, this is still expensive. I know a lot of you guys in the chat have been asking for like
price.
no, not price, but like the existence of an SE version of that guitar, which we don't know anything about at the moment. I
Not
do
yet.
think that would be a pretty good idea, though.
I think depending on how good it sells, PRS is most definitely interested
for
in
sure.
making an SE version. I'm
For
pretty
sure. But it's also for every new like guitar shape like that, it's new templates, new checking processes with the manufacturers and all that. Like it can take a while.
Yeah.
It's
Would love
3K,
to see. Would love to see
right.
something like the NF3, the current
Yeah.
SE NF3, like the Stratier kind of version.
Yeah.
I'd love to see this in that range.
For sure, yeah. This is, if you're talking about this one, Gecko, yeah, this is around 3K, depending on your VAT and shipping and all that stuff.
Euros, that is.
Euros, yeah. It's been brought down. It was more. I think it was like 3.5, 3.6 or whatever. Yeah.
But they all sit around like a little over 3K. And as opposed to team builds, this is a custom shop team build, by the way. No,
Yeah.
no,
No
master
master
build. These are now way over 4.
Way over, yeah. Mine was my team build. So my Pink Strat was, I think, already when I got it, like over 4.
Oh wow, okay. When this is like 7 years old now, or
Yeah,
8
yeah,
or something. I think it was under, well, for sure under,
Yeah.
but I think 373 something.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know,
Now
a lot of things happen
like,
in the world, and also
Yeah.
gas and iPhones, and nothing
everything
costs
is
the same.
expensive. Everything's too expensive.
Yeah,
No,
we can start a crying round why everything is double as expensive as 10 years ago, but it's just
Just
how
do a
it
live
is.
stream dedicated to like crying and quoting things which like price just went
Yeah,
up over the past
bread
few
cost
years.
50p 40 years ago.
Do we have a Harley Benton for
Just
comparison?
let's just call it me.
We do have a Harley Benton.
We do
for
have,
comparison.
yeah.
If you don't mind getting that. Nerds,
Yes,
you have
sir.
so many questions for us. I am not ignoring you. We're gonna get to it.
Oh gosh.
You asked if we use really thick picks.
Nope.
No. Mine is a 1, but it's also a like
wobbly?
specific type of It's the tip is 1, but it's more flexible. If you want to check them out, they're called Dava Jazz Delrin or Jazz Nylon. I think the plastic like material is slightly different, but yeah, that's the ones that I use. Kris used the Dunlop Flow 1mm.
The one that's
Yeah.
sort of brown, see-through-ish.
Yeah. So the tip is about as hard.
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of pointy, but it's not like the Jazz 3 kind of.
Yeah.
It doesn't cut through paper, or flesh, or
Yeah.
whatever. It's a little sweeter and warmer sounding than, for example, the Jazz 3. Because I know that's like a reference pick. I like this because you don't really hear the pick that much, like when you play. This is much quieter and has like a warmer tone compared to like most normal pick materials, and I love that. Also works on acoustic for that reason as well. It doesn't click too loud.
Yeah,
love that.
I'm realizing now that when we say 1 is not really hard, like it's not, but in the grand scheme of things, there are picks that are much thicker than that.
Yeah.
That being said, if you're beginning the instrument, 1 can be like.
Yeah,
It's
it's
pretty
stiff. And also this
already.
material is really stiff. Like you cannot really bend this one.
Yeah.
His is very different because of
Yeah.
that rubbery, bigger section.
Mine bends more
Bends a
because
lot,
of that,
yeah.
but yeah. But a lot of people are rocking 73, 80, 88.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
there's heaps
totally.
of
Yeah,
different
but it's all cool.
sizes.
Try them all, honestly. Everything will sound different and everything will feel different. Whichever has the least amount of resistance and noise you the least is the right one. And this might change
My
as well.
Logify went from Jazz 3 XL to yours,
Dude,
Kris.
how do you
and
like it?
It's awesome.
It's smoother, right?
It's
like
their favorite, yeah.
it's less of a fight for me, at least. I don't know, because I'm probably not enough accurate for Jazz 3s. Because a lot of the crazy good shreddy players use it for. I mean, there's a reason for using it. I just always get stuck between the strings with the Jazz 3. It's just too pointy for me, and then I'm like, start.
I drop
Okay.
it.
Nope. This is just sweeter.
Depending on the type of playing, I
Silkier.
just keep dropping the jazz tones.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Okay,
do a bit of that.
Yeah. Clean,
And then
thingy.
I think Stupid wants to. Stupid. Stupid wants to hear it against the bridge against the humbucker, which we'll do.
What the bridge pickups or what? Or like a
we'll do
an actual
Les
humbucker.
Paul
Okay,
afterwards,
cool.
yeah.
I'll do clean and crunchy
Yeah.
for these two, and then you do the humbucker thing.
Yeah,
okay,
you do.
Gotcha. Neck pickup first, clean, and then I might turn on some sort of a drive. Thank you. That was the Kraken Overdrive into the clean V40 Deluxe. Yeah, this is ridiculous, right? Every single time. Yeah, even a bigger difference because this guitar for some reason sounds even more scooped than my Telly, especially the bridge pickup. So the difference was like night and day. As told, it doesn't really want to be a Telly. It wants to be a Telly-esque, awesome guitar with an alternative sound. And love that.
Pooh wants all the gain and Stupid. I'm sorry, I'm just saying it because it's fun back to back. I think like it would be an interesting comparison, and you're absolutely right, my friend. So I'm gonna do just a little bit of a bridge on the Les Paul and put a lot of gain on it afterwards, and then do the same on the NF53.
I can give you the guitar.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna try with the super hardcore red mode on the 74.
Oh, dude.
See what that feels
That's
like.
the LPD 74 Deluxe pedal.
Yeah, and I'm gonna boost with that still. So
yes. As you. Whoa! quite a bit of gain happening. That was the Walbruch Kaluna Tube Overdrive into the LPD 74 Deluxe.
Gecko
the
saying
clean
it's
wrap,
pretty
by the way.
close. Stupid Guitar saying that it sounds way closer than he would have guessed.
Yeah.
I'm going to go even further, and I don't think I would have said that today. I really do not.
Oh, no.
I love that guitar.
Yeah, he does.
I prefer. I prefer
It has a twang to it.
I prefer the sound of
That
that. I think
chong, chong.
like that's just such a nice in between. The you get the higher frequency. It's more incisive. It's more just like focused. It's
That's
not going to work for
that's the
everything.
narrow field thing, yeah.
It's not going to work for everything for sure. But if you're just looking at your classic rock, heavy, like hard rock, sort of bridging on metal, but not really. It's honestly pretty phenomenal.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
guessing that the more gain you add, that really like narrow focus, it's just going to help.
Yeah, that's exactly my impression as well. As the more gain you give to this guitar, the cooler it will get.
Yeah.
And that being said, it's awesome clean as well. It's just, that's where it's really obvious that it's not a Telly.
I changed Guillaume with a stupid guitar question. See what I did there? Yes, absolutely worthy experiment. Thank you so much. That was really
Wow.
good.
Okay.
Someone's asking if we use room mic for the live stream.
Nope.
No, we have lav mics for our beautiful voices.
For the pointless blabbering.
For the ASMR silky smooth.
And the guitars. Come on, Chris, get your. Which one can you see? Maybe one of them.
One of them mics.
So these are 4 times the same thing. So don't mind. It's these are Neumann U67 tube condenser mics. Sick to a point of oh my gosh.
Yeah.
They
also
just literally
not budget friendly,
No.
but it's for work, so it's okay.
Yeah. We do justify it with sounding the most natural and full frequency and most natural and authentic and real. Like whatever is going on here, usually when I hear our edits, when the audio engineers are done, I'm like, yep, that's exactly how it sounds in the room.
Yeah.
No faking, no fixing in the mix, no different mid-range. It's like the sound. It's awesome. So since we are using these U67s, we don't really use a room mic because it's crazy. They're not super close to the cabs. They're like yay far from the cabinets, which is like 30 centimeters. How many
10 inches. 10 inches.
You know stuff.
Roughly.
Which means that it's not as pinpointy, super close mic'd as like what you would do with a dynamic mic.
People are going to assume that I think that's 10 inches. I know it's not 10 inches. I'm reconsidering my math right now.
Too late.
Say.
Good thing about live stream is that it's live, you know.
Okay, maybe closer to 8. An inch is like 3 point.
Yeah, like this.
3 something.
That's an inch. Is that an inch?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Do the math.
Sometimes this to get that. I don't know.
For a single mic, that is an awesome sound.
I think this is close to a foot.
2 notes for the win, no mics required. When we don't have the really good mics, 2 notes, we use it a lot.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. We love the aux, we love 2 notes, we love a lot of alternatives, but here we luckily can be as loud as we want to, which you might see on the channel very soon.
Yeah.
That's going to be a video worth subscribing for.
Where is that dummy you use for room mic demonstration? It's not a dummy, it's the actual mic. It's a Neumann head that's infused with the ghost of a sound engineer. So I've already made that joke today. You just don't know it yet. You'll see the video come out. It's an actual mic. It's not a dummy, so it's got binaural microphone system so that you guys, if you're referring to a video where we use that, that's what it is. And then in that case, we'll mention we used a room mic on that video, but we don't use it on live streams. It lives in a box upstairs.
Yeah, it's a super expensive, super high-end stereo room mic, really, which has the shape of a head and has 2 holes for the 2 microphones sitting in like the ears of that thing. And it's not a dummy. It's not a fun little gadget. It's a very high-end, very expensive, awesome binaural mic. Yeah.
Stupid Guitar is heading out. Thank you for the comparison, boys. Thank you very much for hanging out. Thank you, all of you, really.
Yeah.
Who is saying that?
You have to figure out an outro jam, dude.
10 inches is what she said. No, she never said that. Trust me. We need to figure out an outro jam because Stupid Guitar is right. We do need to head out. It's time.
What am I doing with this? I need my guitar back. Wait.
Oh, I did the tone knob thing again.
Yeah. Essentially, this whole live stream was all about me progressively getting my guitar back to me.
Exactly.
He started out playing with my guitar.
I might solo.
I feel like it.
Yeah, well, should we do the same as the intro, but the other way around?
Yeah.
By that I mean exactly the same as the intro.
Yes, please. Which was E minor?
Yeah,
right?
as
E minor.
always.
Let's tell everyone what the chords are so you can jam with us. E minor, B minor, then C major, G major. That's it. E minor, B minor, C major, G major.
And on this note,
oh, thank you so much for watching and sticking to this amazing live stream. See you in a day or two maybe with an actual edited video, and in 2 weeks most probably with another live stream. Unless he's on vacation again, because it could happen.
Come on, man. Bye. Take care.
Take care.
We love you.